Former Premier Davis opened the airport in 1979, I believe. At that point, it was very much a rudimentary airfield. It was paved several years later. We got a 3,000-foot runway then. But it was very much a recreational pilot's domain. There wasn't a lot of commercial operation here. Some very positive, forward-thinking councillors came to the table. One of them being Councillor Doug Sainsbury, who became chair of our commission and saw the potential for growth and expansion of this airport facility, not just as an airport, but as an industrial park and employment generator for the whole community.
When I became a councillor, it was costing Seguin $100,000 a year in levies to keep the airport alive. The only way to achieve a result that the township wanted was to produce an income here so the airport could cover its own expenses. What we discovered when we came here was this really was a diamond in the rough. That if enough time was dedicated to promote the airport, then we could capitalize on the potential that it had.
By leveraging the unique water and runway access and proximity to the new highway, the team was able to make a dramatic impact on the success of the airport.
Since 2004-2005, we've had about $4.5 million of federal and provincial funds put into the infrastructure within the airport. That's for a tarmac replacement on our taxiways, water and sewer service expansions, fire suppression systems. That has generated and levered about $10.5 million in private sector investment, from private hangars to the commercial operators that we have here now.
We are now the only municipal airport in Ontario that's profitable. So what that means is we're no longer a burden on Parry Sound and Seguin.
I think it's a pride of the employment that's been able to be generated here, and the full-time employment, that it's the success of the small businesses that are operating here and the services that we can provide to the wider community. OPP, M&R, Air Ambulance, Canadian Forces, they can all utilize this airport. Ontario Hydro's here now doing some line searches. We've got the facilities here to provide services to them. As I said, the cafes here for their tummy needs, and fuel services and everything else that goes along with being a small airport.
But they are not stopping there. Demand for their services continues to grow faster than they can build.
Our motto, build it and they will come, has turned out to be very, very true.
Currently finishing off phase 6 of the airport expansion project. Phase 7 is on the drawing table. And one of the other challenges I forgot to mention is being able to keep up with the demand. As we build it, they're coming.
Earlier I was down having a cup of coffee, and there's a gentleman there that has 2 planes, currently in Chicago, talking to us about hangars for his planes, which we don't have. What we're gonna have to do is do a lot of rock blasting, but that's the way it goes here. My favorite thing is looking at before and after photographs. When you look at that, you say, wow, look what we've done.
The driving force has been the commission led by Councillor Sainsbury, as I mentioned before, and the volunteer members of that commission. They all have a passion for seeing this facility grow, and success breeds success. They've become excited about it, and I think that has led to their continued commitment to the project.